rage. And a woman who was extremely clear that we're here to engage you in your official capacity as the Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. And after that interaction, we went back to the Unity Fountain, and she just sort of looked around and said, okay, will this be it? No. Who's ready to come back here tomorrow? Everybody said yes. And that's what has begun almost 400 days of daily sitting out in Abuja and demanding just one thing, that the federal government of Nigeria do its job and rescue the Chibok girls. It's amazing because she's a citizen. So when people talk about her, you say former Minister of Education, former this at the World Bank. But the role she played that day was simply the role of a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria who decided that she was going to hold her government accountable and demand that they act. Now, in Lagos, we meet every week by the marina. In Osogbo, they meet every week. In Ibadan, they also meet every week. It's only in Abuja that they meet every day. And what's also very instructive is that post that decision, we've engaged everybody you can think about, from the National Assembly, Borno State government, National Security Advisor. And it was never meant to be a confrontation. It was always meant to be citizens wanting information, wanting to understand, wanting to help if we could. It was turned into a confrontation, which was unfortunate, but that's not what it should be. Citizen engagement should be citizens being able to have conversations with law office holders and saying, these are our concerns, this is what we'd like. And that's at every level. Now, Bring Back Our Girls is national, international in scope, but it's the same thing as a local government chairman, because my gutter is dirty, and it's the role of the local government to clean gutters. What are you going to do about it? That's simple. That's simple. Or there's constituency projects that are in the budget of the National Assembly, asking a senator, okay, you represent my district, there's supposed to be a school built in so and so place. What are you doing about it? I'll give a second example around citizen engagement because it actually applies to where you are. Senator Remi Tinubu, when she became senator 4 years ago, one of the things she pledged to do was to host a quarterly town hall meeting. And she's kept to it. Every quarter, she moves around her senatorial district holding quarterly town hall meetings. I had attended one last year because we wanted to ask her about the Senate security and the Chibok girls. Now, what I found very interesting was there were very few people who were not party members who attended that meeting. So by the time we walked in, the place was filled up with everybody in APC gear. Now, by that dynamic alone, it moved from a town hall meeting with constituents to a party meeting. So there was nobody really there to hold her accountable or to engage her. Now, when they finished the program, a lot of the program was about, she gave a report, in fairness to her, printed nice about her time, the past quarter in the Senate. They also handed out some gifts to people. There was space for only 2 questions. This is a town hall meeting, space for 2 questions. But also, I mean, if you look at the audience, she probably thought since they're all party people, they probably ask her for things, so why bother? So 2 questions. So one gentleman did get up and ask. His question was that they were giving a lot of things to the women. When would they give things to men? And the second question was by Aisha Oyebode, who I work with in coordinating the Lagos Bring Back Our Girls family. And she asked the questions about the girls. Mrs. Tinubu didn't take lightly to it at all. She did not like it at all. She got immediately very defensive. And the dynamics of the meeting changed immediately. Also, her challenge to Mrs. Oyebode was, I know you. Why didn't you come to the house? Okay, for those of us who don't know her house or can't get into her house, is that the way we should engage? But I say this to say she made a promise, and she kept her promise. I promised I would have quarterly town hall meetings. She hosted them. We didn't show up. So on her part, she's now not used to people asking her questions, because it's also a learning process on both sides. Just as we are learning to engage and ask them questions, they are also learning to get feedback and get criticized. I say that part of why that is a challenge for us in Nigeria is that we have culture and we have religion to tender with. Now, my auntie is sitting here. If she was a senator, it would be extremely hard to have certain conversations around, Auntie, how did you spend 10 million naira? Because of the way we are called, there's no, I mean, I'm a Yoruba girl. There's, as far as I know, no culture in Nigeria that doesn't defer to adults or people in position of authority. So our brain usually shifts. Once someone gets an official position, the dynamics changes in the way we relate to them. Your Excellency, Your Lordship, Mr. Governor, immediately all those come in, the dynamics of addressing them change. Now, so Auntie might be my auntie's very good friend. Being able to ask her how she spent 10 million naira takes a little bit of tact. And then if you ask once and she says this, ask the second time, she doesn't really answer. Now, if you want to escalate it, your tone will change. You that you're asking, your attitude might change a bit. And then it might border into rudeness and border into being disrespectful. But it's really a simple question of asking how resources are used. So that's culture. Then religion. I say we've outsourced a lot of our issues to God. So God will do it. God day. God is in control. It is well. There is God. We know the phrases. So in addition to praying, we say those things, and mentally we just abdicate any personal responsibility and just expect God, in the fullness of time, He will sort it out. But we are here for a purpose. And God is not going to come down and fix a gutter or fix a road. He's going to use individuals. And individuals have roles that enable them to be able to do that, and our job is to help them do it. So those things are a bit of a problem. So as difficult it is for us as citizens, it's also difficult for the office holders because they're not used to it. There's a song that I really like, and I think it really captures the role of an individual. Do we have it? Okay. It's by Peter, and it's called One Man. Just listen to the lyrics. A few of the lyrics are on the screen, but listen to the lyrics as well.
Shinamni or you, na them, na we or who. No one wants to take the blame for what we've become. See the land God gave us, a gift to us. How did we turn our blessings into a curse? The world used to envy us back when we had a voice, but now we have failed, and now they ignore us. Our lives like a circus. When we speak, they won't hear us. We all turn religious, praying God to help us, 'cause the system has failed us. Corruption surrounds us, and everybody's crying. Who can save us? All we need is one man. Oh, one man. All we need is one man who's ready to fight, and fight for what's right. A man with foresight. All we need is one man who's ready to lead us to the promised land. Who's that man? It'll take you and me, and we can do all it takes to raise us from this dust. No matter the cost, we'll save the land God gave us, save her from destruction. Anyone who hears my voice, make a choice. We'll walk